maybe in the day. So welcome back to 2003. Today episode or update, going to finally start with these things. The water system on the land. We are working quite a long time now on this system to figure out what is the best solution for what we have, what we need, and how to distribute this water to the land. Made a lot of research, a lot of thinking. There are a lot of information, of course, you can find, but at the end of the day you need to figure out what you need and what you have in hand. For us, the best option to go with IBC tanks, because we can't dig any hole on the floor because of the rocks everywhere, especially where we want to put the water tanks. I will explain the plan a bit, and at the end of these videos we are going to see if it is going to work or not. Because it's gonna be a bit experimental. So what we want to do is, so now you will see the land photo on the top. So we have the house here and we want to put two IBC tanks here. One is for main to feed the house needs, other one is to feed other water tanks that we are going to put in the future. As you can see, the land is divided to sections. We divide it more or less at the moment to 5 sections that you can see here. Each section is going to have 2 IBC tanks. Each IBC tank is going to be filled automatically, either through elevation or with solar power pump. We don't know yet. We need to see this in the future. And they are going to be filled through distribution tank. With that, we will have water in all over the land. This water system is going to be a long-term project because we can't carry the water right now everywhere in the land, and there is no need for that. So right now, as we plant some trees in first area, we are going to put 2 IBC tanks where we put the fruit trees, and from there we will see if this is working or not. So we designed a system. Once we decided to add more IBC tanks, gonna make it possible to add more tanks in the sections that we want to water. Just put the new tanks there and connect with the existing system and just turn on the valve. It's a bit complicated, but at the end it's gonna make sense. These 4 IBC tanks we got, they are used before only once for liquid sugar, so you can see on the labels on top, and they are only used once and not more than a month ago, so they were not also waiting too much. So we didn't paint them because painting the IBC tanks for water is, according to some information, is not a good idea, so we didn't paint them to the black. We bought the cover, and also for each 2, wherever we are going to locate them, we are going to make a nice shed, because this is going to be our main water system in the land. In this case, that is going to bring some more life to the land and contribute to the regeneration of the land, instead of depending on only one end. The water is going to be everywhere. This 2 is going to stay next to the house. They are going to be connected together. One is going to go directly to the house. The main one is going to fill automatically, and once it's full, gonna start filling this one. And this one, the second one, is tank for water distribution on the land, which is going to be connected with other tanks in the land and the future tanks, and is going to feed all these tanks around. In this case, we have separated tank for the house, for the main, and the secondary tank for the other tanks, section tanks we are calling it, so that we have always water there. All this system is going to be filled automatically and gonna stop also automatically. Both some parts, I hope, is going to work. This is the general idea of the system, so while we are doing, we will explain more definitely. But now 2 of them needs to carry to the other section. 2 of them is gonna be here. I need to level it. So we are not really a big fan of concrete. I don't want to pour concrete everywhere. However, those needs to be somewhere that flat. So I will make a flat surface and put some gravel that I don't want anything to growing under. And I will elevate them a bit with the blocks that I bought. Since it's gonna be a bit experimental, in this case we will be able to move it if we need it, or maybe try something different instead of having a concrete base, because when you pour the concrete it's really hard to get rid of this thing. But with the blocks it's really easy and you can carry everywhere. So let's go and start with it. We just moved them. 2 is just next to me. Another 2 is where we want to put it, where the trees are, the first section. we call. This area is more or less leveled at the moment, and I just want to clean the plants, and then I will put the gravel and the stones and make it level, and then put the tanks on top of it. So this is what you're going to see. But first I need to measure a proper area for them to fit more or less. So I cleaned the surface. Now I will put the gravel on top, but it's raining, so I need to wait a bit. I never complain about rain, so we need even more. This is the gravel that we have here. They left it, the workers, from the stone entrance project. We don't want to have this entrance. There are also stones and the sand on this side. We are going to carry all of these things later on. Now I am going to get the gravel from here and put it where it needs to be now. Maybe one more. I just said rain season is over and I think somehow it heard me. So it's raining. It's rained a bit. Hopefully I finish today. So I put the gravel on the bottom and make it a bit flat. I'm going to bring the blocks that I bought and put them in an order. Here with calculations, and I want to give like 20-25 centimeters in between the two tanks, so I will move this part a bit closer to that one. All is done and leveled as much as possible, of course, and now I'm going to put the tanks on top of it. Initially I was thinking to put 6 under each tank, but I found out that an extra 2 in the middle is going to make it even more structurally stable. But it looks really nice, solid, leveled, so we will put the tanks on it and then I will see how they look like that. They are here now, we put in the place and they look nice, leveled, really nice. And now I am done with this stage. The next stage will be the bringing the water for the first main tank and connecting it with the house, the system in the house. It's a bit tricky with fiddly parts, and there will be a floating valve that shuts automatically when it's full. I will manage hopefully, but it's going to be the next step. And after that, when everything is working, I will connect these two to each other and start filling this one. When this is working properly, I will continue with the other one. So I need to be sure I need to go step by step. So first, bringing the water here and connecting it with the grid with the system, with the piping, with the house piping, the home piping, or with the piping in the house, whatever you call it. So for the watering system, this is what we need. More or less, maybe more, maybe less, but most probably more. I don't even know how to explain what I am doing, but all this planning on this system is just for these connections. So I don't know if I am recording myself properly or not. This is the new camera because the last time when I was trying to record the other part of this video, I dropped the camera that we were using and the screen is just turned off and is not working now. Right now I am just recording with the phone and I don't see myself if I am doing the things correctly or not. If you see the difference between the clips, is because of that. So the main thing with this system is this floating wall. What happens is I'm going to put this one inside the main tank. When it is full, it's going to shut automatically because this thing is just for that. But I have to make a system because it's just plastic tank. It stays there properly and in a right angle and a right position, and also everything fits inside perfectly. It's gonna be a bit experimental. I will start with that now. This is the top of the tank and this one needs to hold everything, and it's quite thick, it's solid, so I need to make a hole to put this one inside. When I start putting everything together slowly, I will explain what I am doing. Also inside there are going to be the PVC pipes, so I will explain the different pipes that and different adapters that I am using. So I made the hole for this adapter and it just fits inside just perfectly. This is a PVC adapter to connect the PP, the black ones, together like this. The water tank inside is going to be PVC and outside is going to be this black one's PVC. So because the main water that we are receiving is with this black ones, because PVC is more durable, more like harder than this one, and also it needs to be a bit resistant to force because a self-floating system is going to be inside and needs to stay straight as much as possible. That's why I am using the PVC inside. So that's going to be just goes in like that, and that one is going to be outside like this. This is going to be connected with the main one. For this, I need one floating wall. It needs to stay horizontal because when it's full, the tank is full, it's going to shut. And to connect this one with PVC, we need to have another adapter to make this one a bit thick, bigger. And this adapter needs to go inside the PVC adapter to fix it. I put this one in, and this technically goes together and makes the floating wall connected with PVC. And this is going to be connected with elbow, I don't know how it's called, with this one. This is inside the tank now, and I don't know if you can see, but it needs to be something like this. So simple, but a lot of pieces, a lot of adapters to connect together. So I cut the PVC piece, now I'm going to put them together. I made the basic shape for inside. So it's gonna stay like this, and when the water is full, it's gonna shut the wall down, it's gonna start filling. So super basic system. I'm going to put it where I make the hole here. Now this is going to be connected with the PP one, the black ones. And this is the inside system of the first main tank and self-filling system. Let's go and see. I have a slight problem here because this bit is too low now, and when I put this one inside, it doesn't go together with this, and it gets stuck where it enters. So this bit needs to be a bit taller, that I can put this one in and then put this one properly inside, and be sure that the direction of the ball is looking that way, because if it is this way, it hits to the wall, and then that means that it wouldn't work and it wouldn't stop and it will continue filling. I need to make this part again a bit taller. Let's go. going to connect these two tanks to each other in the middle. For that I have the adapters, and I will explain how is it going to be. The thing is, it's gonna be from the top. First the main tank is gonna be filled. After that the secondary tank needs to be filled. So for that I have two parts. One is this one, I don't know what is it called, but this is its screw here, and there are plastic bits to seal it. I will make a hole on the side of the tanks and something like this. And the other part is the part that I already used before. So this screws inside here and makes it for the PVC pipe that I'm going to put in between. So I need to make two holes and two pieces, one from this side, other one from this side, and the PVC in the middle. So let's go. Now I'm going to put the pipe, the PVC pipe that I cut it just in between. That I have the connection between the two tanks. Now it's time to test it. Now I am going to put the mechanism that we did it before and secure it properly. Then later I will connect the main to this tank and start filling them and see if they are working or not. Now I will collect the main water through here and then start filling it and see if they are holding the water or not. Let's go! As you can hear, it started filling. Now I need to wait till it fills, both of it, and then from there we will see if it stops by itself and if there is any leak around or not. If not, that means you can carry the main water to the other side. This one, what is filling right now, is for test only.